Greetings, Earthlings. This is Danny Danger, and this is my pull list for June 5th. A couple of years ago, I wandered into a half-price books to sell a whole stack of crappy books that I needed to make rent. And while they were sorting through my crappy books, I picked up Astro City and I read the first story, and it was an incredibly human perspective on superheroes, and it was amazing. This week, writer Kurt Busiek and artist Brett Anderson are releasing a new third volume of Astro City after a couple of years on hiatus, and the issue number 1 is going to be a great jumping on point for new readers. So if you haven't read this already, I highly encourage you to pick it up if you want a new fresh take on superheroes. Which is not fresh. It's been around for a while, but it's really good. This week, I'm going to pick up Green Arrow number 21, and I'm going to play catch up and read Ollie and the Adventures on Scary Island number 20 because I forgot to read it last month. I could not be more excited this week about The Movement number 2. Gail Simone did a great job in the first issue of just sucking me into this fictional America where police brutality and corrupt politicians rule everything, and a few superheroes and some regular Joes are taking a stand and defending their neighborhood, and I can't wait to see what Gail Simone does with this story. Ugh, this looks pretty bleak, you guys. Lock and Key Omega number 5. Is there a possibility for a happy ending here at all? Tyler just got shot in the stomach. All the seniors are trapped in the drowning cave. This looks like it's gonna be a bad day. For those of you who are not picking up the series in single issue, the Womanthology Space hardcover comes out this week. I have seen the hardcover for the original Womanthology series, and it is a must-have for collectors. It's absolutely stunningly beautiful. You should put this one on your shelves. Death is a-comin' for the leaders of the world, and they best be shaken in their boots this week in East of West, number 3. Shaken in their boots. Super feels this week when young Scott and current-day Alex get to reunite this week in All New X-Men, number 12. The Uncanny Avengers show up, too. This is a little weird, because on the first couple of pages it says All New X-Men versus the Uncanny Avengers, and everything seemed to be going okay in the first few pages of the preview. You know how these things can escalate. The third volume of Kick-Ass kicks off this week with issue number 1, and if you haven't checked out the gratuitously Amazeball series by Mark Millar and John Romita, you definitely should give it a read. Our favorite preteen superheroine is in the slammer right now. Superheroes are illegal, but that's not gonna stop Kick-Ass from busting his girl out of jail. They're tight. Friends will bust you out of jail. Or pawn your TV, bail you out of jail. As if being murdered isn't bad enough, imagine, dying and then becoming a human sock puppet for the latent giant serpent that's been living in your belly. Go get 'em, Rachel, this week in Rachel Rising number 17. The fight gets a little more righteous this week in Polarity number 3. I love this comic. This has absolutely surprised me how much I've really enjoyed this. Tim has a hyper-evolved case of bipolar disorder, and it causes him to have superpowers when he's shifting, which is really interesting. It's a very surprisingly funny and realistic look at bipolar disorder, and it's also a lot of really good social commentary about the superficial world that Tim lives in. Check it out. It's amazing. The artwork is a brain trip. The Allied forces are about to feel the wrath of some near-defeated superhuman Nazi jerk faces this week in Kieran Gillen's Uber number 2. Hey mom and dad, make yourself a cup of coffee and settle back with a user's guide to neglectful parenting, in which you enjoy all of the possible scenarios of what terrible things could happen to your children under your unsupervision. Hilarious. Be sure to subscribe to our channel so you can check out more of my comic book reviews, some of Kelly Nova's awesome cosplay tutorials, some talking over games, and head to our website, weird-girls.com, so you can see our forums, blog posts. Check out our blogs! Yeah! Special thanks, as always, goes out to Austin Books and Comics. Loving our comics, loving us. It's a beautiful thing. I want to do an 80s Rockstar episode. A whole 80s Rockstar episode. I mean, big hair, bad makeup, whole 9.